Hello friends, today we are going to see a question that was recently asked to a friend of mine in an interview of a very good product based company. So the question is, you are given an array in which every element is repeated even number of times except one element. That is, there is one element in the array that is repeated odd number of times and you just have to output that particular element. For example, if this is the given array, here we can clearly see that 1 is repeated 3 times, 10 is repeated 4 times and 2 is repeated 2 times. So clearly 1 is only repeated odd number of times. So we have outputted 1 as the answer. Now let's move towards the solutions. Now this is the most primary solution that comes to our mind whenever we see this question. This is the brute force approach, and in this approach what we do is for each element we search the whole array and we see if this particular element is repeated or not. For example, for this element, for 1, we'll search the whole array and count the number of occurrences of 1. We'll do the similar operation for 10, for 2, for 10, for 1 and so on. So we will do the similar operation for all of the elements. And is this a good approach? Will it be a good approach? No, it will not be. Why? Because for every element, we have to search the whole array. And the time complexity of this algorithm in worst case will be order of n square. That is, suppose if the size of the array is 100, then your loop will execute 10,000 times. So it's definitely not a good approach. The code for this approach is here. For example, here I is initialized with 0 and it goes till the last index. Similarly, j is also initialized with 0 and it also goes till the last index. And in this loop, we are comparing whether array of I is equal to array of j or not. If it is equal, then we'll increment the value of count. And after coming out of this loop, we will check whether the count is odd or not. If the count is odd, we will simply print that and break out of the loop. But this approach is not at all good because it's very time consuming. So let's look at a approach which is time efficient as well as storage efficient. There is one another approach which is used by hashing, but I will not cover it in this video because I'll make a series of videos on the topic of hashing only. So we may cover this topic in on that time also. So now let's look at this approach. We all are familiar with XOR operator, right? This is the truth table for XOR operator, and we can clearly see that whenever two numbers are similar, the output of their XOR is always 0. Otherwise, it's 1. So whenever it encounters two similar numbers, the output will always be equal to 0. Now there are some other properties of XOR operator that we have to keep in our mind. First is that if we do XOR of any number with 0, the answer will be that number itself. Second property, if we do XOR of a number with itself, the answer will be 0. And third property is that the XOR operator is associative in nature. That is, if we separately do XOR of A and B, and then if we do the XOR of the result with C, it will be equivalent to if we do this approach. If we separately take XOR of B and C, and then what we get as result if we do its XOR with A, these two are equivalent. So we can say that the XOR operators are associative in nature. So how can we apply this thing in our solution? Suppose we initialize our result with 0, and then for each element in the array, we keep doing XOR operation of each element of the array with the result. For example, in the first step, we did the XOR of 0 with the first element, that was 1. So answer we got is 1. Why? Because of this property. In the next step, what will be the result? The result will be 1 XOR 10, right? Similarly, in the next step, the result will be this. In the next step, so in the next step, here we can see that this 10 and this 10 are equal. So here this particular property or of XOR operator will be applicable, and it will automatically be equal to 0. So now our result is 1 XOR 2 only, and this process will be continued till we encounter the last element. Now what will happen in this approach is, all the elements which are encountering which are coming even number of times will cancel out each other, and the result will obtained by them will be 0, and the result at the last will only be the automatically be the number which is coming odd number of times, correct? Yes. So let's see the code. Now this is the C++ compiler. Here we first have to take the size of the array, and also here we have taken input the size of the array from the user itself. Now what we have to do is, now we have to make the array of this particular size. So this is the array. Now let's take the input from the user. So here we have taken the input from the user, right? Now what we have to do is, we could have done this operation in this loop itself, but I want to show it to you separately. So now what we can do is, we can initialize our result as 0 as we had discussed earlier, and then we can do XOR of this result with each element of the array, and automatically the elements which are occurring even number of times will cancel out each other, and only the element which is occurring odd number of times will be left. So let's do it. Right, so we have done this step. Now let's print the answer. Now let's run this code. Yes, so first we have to put the size of the array. Let's suppose the array which was given in the question itself, so the size of that array was 9. So we have inputted 9, and now we'll put that array as the input itself. So this was the array, right? And we knew that 1 is occurring odd number of times, and 10 and 2 are occurring even number of times. So our output here should be 1, and here we can see that output is 1. So this is the time efficient approach, and we can see that this approach, the time complexity of this approach is order of n only. So this is one of the best approaches which can be applied to this question, and by doing this you can easily impress your interviewer. So I hope I could help you in this question. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.